welcome to my hometown. So yesterday I drove 7 hours back to my hometown where I am now. And it's like exactly 7 in the morning. I'm at my old elementary, middle school, high school. And I never got to skate here as a kid, of course. So I'm just gonna play in the parking lot. And while I play around here, I want to share my thoughts on how focusing on one trick can actually boost your skate progress. You see, I made the perfect skate friend this summer. We were at a similar skill level, had similar interest in tricks, and he was amazing at pushing me further as a skater. When I skated with this friend, I joined him when he worked on nollie and fakie tricks. And when we played a game of skate, we would try to get each other quick letters with nollie, fakie, or switch tricks. We knew each other's weaknesses, so he would get me with the fakie frontside 180, and I would get him with nollie shove-its. Thanks to him, I progressed a ton this summer without learning any quote-unquote new tricks. Now, I've always wanted to learn the other stances. I knew it'd be good for my progress, but I never practiced consistently because I simply forgot to. But this summer, all that changed. Because I would work on nollies and fakie backside 180s on the weekends when we skated together, it slowly started to become a habit whenever I skated. Now I've been consistently working on my staple tricks in new stances, and I love it. So, what are the obvious and not so obvious benefits of practicing this way? Let me do my best to persuade you to consider investing some serious practice into learning your tricks in all 4 stances. 1. You will be a better, more well-rounded skater. Beginner to intermediate skaters often neglect to learn the other stances, especially switch and nollie. But when you can do the same trick in multiple stances, you're just leveling up your board control in ways that you might not notice until much later, because you're comfortable jumping, spinning, and flipping from any position on your skateboard. 2. You're in the advantageous position to learn the other stances more quickly because you already have a deeper understanding of, say, shove-its than you might varial heel flips. You know the steps and you know the tips, but at the same time, you might have to relearn the same trick over and over in each stance. You might need a slightly different body position. You might need more power. You might need to tweak your popping angle. So, while potentially easier to learn, you still get to flex a lot of good muscles and brain power and become a better skater as you learn, absorb, and repeat learning the same tricks in new stances. 3. Because newer skaters often don't work on stances, and sometimes experienced skaters don't practice the easier tricks in different stances, it makes these tricks come in clutch in a game of skate. Your friend might have beautiful shove-its, but no idea how to nollie backside shove-it. And they might be able to trade flip, but haven't tried a nollie pop shove-it in 3 years. 4. Working on nollie and switch also helps me build stronger muscles and new muscle memory in my front foot as well. I don't know about you, but the strength and skills of my individual legs are incredibly unbalanced, and I truly want to even that out. 5. Another small bonus is that they help you expand your skate lines. When you can easily throw out fakie and nollie shove-its, they're perfect to follow any rotating tricks, like frontside 180 to fakie shove-it, or monster walks to nollie backside shove-it. 6. Progress is very subjective, and I think it's worth expanding our view of progress through the stances. Because brand new tricks in terms of category are not the only way to improve, even if they're obvious markers of improvement. I think it's easy to view progress as moving on from one trick to another strictly vertically, especially in the beginning. I learned shove-its, then I learned frontside 180 ollies, and then I learned kick flips. But you can also look at tricks and progress horizontally through variations and stances. You might not be ready for tray flips, but you can work on shove-its in all the stances, add body varials, add landings to crossfoot or to one foot, add obstacles, add rotations. There are a lot of options and ways to frame it. Right now, I'm trying to go for fakie 360 shove-its as a level up to my current fakie shove-it. And I'm working on nollie frontside big spins to both mirror my fakie backside big spin and add a new level to my nollie shove-its. Although I'm still in the body varial and shove-it to revert phase. And 7, just to be clear, you can certainly frame them as new tricks. A frontside 180 and a switch frontside 180 are different tricks. I've been calling them one trick in a new stance simply to make a point, which is that moving on to entirely different tricks is not the only way to progress. But they're definitely different tricks, which is the final benefit. You can take that one trick, like a frontside 180, and turn it into 4 tricks by the time you're done getting the hang of the other stances. Whether you view it as expanding on one trick or turning one trick into many new tricks doesn't matter. How you skate will always come down to preferences and stage, and I, nor anyone else, should be dictating that. I just hope that this small, certainly incomplete skate essay gives you something to think about.